The smell of coffee is in the air. It must be time for another episode of The Art of Struggle. Welcome to another episode of my podcast called The Art of Struggle. You can hear me rant about art, video games, movies, pop culture, CGI, the industry, and much, much more. My name is Ty, and I'll be your guide as we explore the world of CGI, pop culture, and the people who make it all possible. Let's dive in. It seems Overwatch finally reveals what Torbjorn's much-needed overhaul will look like. Overwatch's feisty dwarf engineer Torbjorn has long been considered a troll pick. In my experience, it's common for teammates' blood pressure to skyrocket whenever players pick him. We already knew Torbjorn was getting a much-needed overhaul, and today, Overwatch's game director, Jeff Kaplan, finally announced what Torbjorn's 2.0 version will look like. It seems the goal of all these changes is to make Torb a more acceptable pick on both attack and defense, and less map or role dependent than he was previously, Kaplan said today in an announcement. After the update, Torbjorn will no longer use armor packs. His secondary ability will instead look like his current ultimate ability, Molten Core, which will give him a speed bonus, damage resistance, and an increased firing rate. It was called Overload, and according to Kaplan, it will make Torb more viable as a damage dealer in more situations where he can get in there and scuffle a little bit more. So yeah, it seems like Torb's gonna get like this little thing where he can now spew out magma from his hand, and wherever his magma lands, it will deal certain amount of damage, and I think it deals a little more damage when it comes to armor as well, so that's going to be pretty cool. People kind of generally hated Torbjorn as a character, but hopefully he makes this makes him a more viable character in whatever arena you're gonna try to play him in, which is pretty cool. The video's out here too, so if you guys get a chance, definitely check out the
Overwatch team. Really
the entire video.
Today to go into a lot of detail. I have many things to talk about.
So here's Kaplan, and he's talking about the game. So we're gonna just listen in for a second, and then
Torbjorn rework
you can check out the full
really
video.
Excited about and anticipating for some time now. Now Torb is not going to drastically change. He's not going to do wildly new things, but he is going to do a few new things. The first thing to note is that armor packs are gone. They're no longer his secondary ability, and with that, the scrap system is also going away. Now Torb will get an ability called Overload, which actually is going to look a lot like his old ultimate Molten Core, which means he's going to get some movement speed bonus, he's going to get some damage resistance,
Dope.
And he's going to get a firing rate increase. So that is Overload. It's on a cooldown. It will make Torb more viable as a damage dealer in more situations where he can get in there and scuffle a little bit. Now, I mentioned Molten Core. His old ultimate is changing. Let me describe his new ultimate for a second. We're keeping the name Molten Core because we think it's cool. We love World of Warcraft, and it's important to us. And we love the way he yells out Molten Core, so we're keeping that. What he does when he does Molten Core now is that awesome claw hook hand that he has comes up into frame. He has that magma, hot liquid magma, some might say, that he can now shoot out. He has limited ammo for it, and he can shoot out pools of that liquid magma that are very devastating in terms of area of effect damage, and it does extra damage against armor. So we think that will give Torb some new utility in his abilities. Also changing is...
So for more on this, you can definitely check out the full video on YouTube at their Overwatch account. On that note, let's go to quotes of the day. Jill Conrath said, to be most effective in sales today, it's imperative to drop your sales mentality and start working with your prospects as if they've already hired you. It's pretty dope. J.M. Barry said, nothing is really work unless you would rather be doing something else. The secret of joy in work is contained in one word: excellence. To know how to do something well is to enjoy it. That's a quote from Pearl Buck. I want to remind you that you can catch any of these episodes on YouTube. You can listen to any of the podcasts on Spotify, iTunes, pretty much wherever you get your content from. My name is Ty. Don't forget to follow, subscribe, comment at the bottom. This is The Art of Struggle, and I'm signing out.